The retirement crisis is real. Now what?
Moving forward with the Dekker Team. Moving forward together with the Dekker Team.
Well, now what is tune into Life's Inside Track, where we're going to get to share 35 years worth of wisdom around selling, buying, and investing, as well as how to build your faith, build your fun, and really how to build your finances. Questions to uncover what strategies used to work don't work today. Retirement crisis is a real thing. 42% of Canadians rely on their home, and then over 34, the average age of people buying a house is moving later and later and later. We're getting close to 40 now, which means they're losing a decade or two of wealth building time within their house.
Mm-hmm.
This is a problem.
It's a real problem. So I want real answers. So I got questions.
Okay, go.
So we've talked about our house, our primary home being our initial investment, which might be a shift for many people. We've talked about what you need to know in terms of just small strategies that you can start doing now to put you on the path to using your home as an investment property. Third thing I want to know is if I'm thinking retirement and I'm concerned because retirement isn't looking the way it did for my parents, what can I do with this, what you've given me so far? Taking my home and leveraging it. What do I need to know if I'm thinking retirement strategy and ending up in a solid place?
Well, I think first of all, know that, like I said in the last segment, it's not 100% put it all in real estate. It's there needs to be a more of a balanced plan. I'm putting some into TFSA, some into RSPs, and some into real estate. One of the things is how tax efficient is my retirement?
Oh,
and that's a very important question, and it goes beyond my expertise. But I go to experts in tax and say, well, do I really want more in my RSPs right now, or is it going to cost me too much to take them out when I need to riff them? It's called riffing. Take a percentage out at age 71 every year, right? When do I take my old age security, or not my old age security, but my CPP, my Canada Pension Plan? When do I start withdrawing it? Do I do it early? Do I do it right at 65? Do I do it late? There's all kinds of questions about how to build the best retirement. And in the past, many people had a pension, or both people had a pension, then they had the CPP, and they're pretty much set. But now, very few people have pensions.
Gone. Those are days gone by.
Those days are gone. So you've got to save for your own, whether it's in your RSP, your TFSA, or your real estate, or a combination of those. We do believe that real estate is a solid part of your retirement plan. And mostly because it accelerates very quickly. The rate of return can be very high on it based on what amount you have invested in it. And you can use the seed money over and over again. It's the only investment like that. If you invest in stocks, Suzanne, and you go, okay, now there's this other stock I'd like to invest in. What do you have to do with the stock that you have?
I got to sell it.
You got to sell it. Well, if you have a real estate portfolio or a real estate house, right? And you're going, it's doing really well, but I'd really like to buy this duplex or this triplex over here. Do I have to sell my house?
I learned no.
No, what do I do?
I pull out some money.
I leverage it and buy the second one. Now I got two pieces of property increasing and going down. When I say going down, the mortgage going down. So I'm building equity in two properties, and I haven't had to sell the original one.
Nor did I have to use new money.
No new money.
That's the cool thing.
Isn't that exciting? And you're still living in that house and enjoying it.
Yep.
And their payment hasn't gone up, has it? It did go up, but the rental property is paying the extra. So you're not paying any extra. That's the magic. I don't know. I can't explain it better.
That was clear. So how many times would I need to do this
So we're going to look at each person specifically, right? Like everybody's situation is different. Sometimes if it's a couple, one has a pension, one doesn't. So they just need to augment it a little. Maybe 2 properties is sufficient. On average, we're saying 4, but they need to be 4 well-performing properties. It might be 1 small apartment building is sufficient,
That is
right?
really
Like there's a
cool.
lot of different ways of doing it. Maybe it's a partnership.
So, however, what you're saying is that through the initial leveraging of the home I live in with a great strategy built for me, I can use real estate as a part of my portfolio that I can control.
That's one of the beauties of real estate, right? I mean, we do at our Building Wealth Wisely workshop, we talk about 33 reasons that real estate investing gives us an amazing return. I don't think any other vehicle will give you that many ways of doing better with your money.
And one of the things when you work with the Dekker team, and you notice this, you talked about the spreadsheet, right? Well, the spreadsheet is our way of putting a property in, putting all the known factors, all the expenses, the taxes, the insurance, the whatever, utilities if you're paying any of it, and then put in the expected rent or the rent that it's rented at now, put in the mortgage, put in the interest rate that it's going to be at, and it's going to flow out. It'll give us projections for the future. It will give us how much it costs us per month or how much it's giving us money per month. And that pro forma is part of our unique process and what we bring of value to those that want to build wealth and work towards their retirement.
And I think the key thing about that whole spreadsheet and the strategy is peace of mind. Because I know for myself, when I was looking at it, I wasn't thinking all the things I saw on that sheet. And even if I did, I wouldn't know what to do with it to run my own numbers.
Now, I got to ask you a question, Suzanne. It just came to me. I'm going to ask you a question.
I don't know if that's allowed.
Yeah, I think it is.
He's taking control.
It is our show. I think that sheet is fairly simple to read. Did you have an easy time reading it? It's not like, because sometimes people go, oh, you sent me a spreadsheet and their eyes glass over because, oh my gosh, I can't figure out what the heck it's saying. I think it's fairly simplified.
It was simple to read and it was simple to use. So I found it super informative. I found it easy to use, and I go back to it. Right? So yes, your answer is yes.
Okay. I get to ask a question, Yetta. Do you want to ask her a question?
No. I know the rules of engagement.
Okay.
Just like with real estate, you want to know the rules of engagement. Like, what's it going to take? We've been talking about that in this entire segment, these episodes. It's understand what your goal is, understand why you want to do it, and then are you prepared to do what it takes?
And I love what I love about what you're saying is I know for myself is having a plan that I can execute, that I can take control of. And I think what's really neat about this is oftentimes when people think about real estate, they think about somebody else.
Yes.
You're saying if you can own a home and you can be responsible with a few things, you're good to go.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So if you're wondering, hey, do I have equity in my house that maybe I can put my retirement plan into the next gear to move it faster? Then reach out to us at 613-867-6058. And we're glad that you joined us on Life's Inside Track, because when we move forward together, we've got this.
Moving forward with the Dekker team. Moving forward.